Yeah, what's going on, family? It's your man B Miles coming to you live once again with another video from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. And I want to come to y'all with a message tonight, you know what I'm saying, to my subscribers. And this is going to be a video, talking about, this is a message, you know what I'm saying, for the quote unquote good white people. And the reason why I'm going to call this message this tonight is because, I get sick and tired of, there's good white people out there and things of that nature, yada, yada, yada. But every time when it comes down to racism, you really don't see all of the good white people, that's really out there, that's really out there, that's trying to like stop it. You feel me? So my thing is this though, right? Since you want to call, since you want to call yourself, y'all the good white people, and since you want to, you want to really call yourself, or we not like them, or we not racist, or all white people not racist. My thing is this though, right? See, the reason why this is my message for y'all tonight, because I get sick and tired of y'all, only come around when it's convenient for you, and then at the same time, not to mention, what kills me is that you always want to talk about, all of us are not racist, but when it come down to racism, you really don't want to end it. You feel me? You may talk about racism, you may talk about equality, you might bring up Dr. King, things of that nature, but for the most part, I don't see y'all out there going up against racism, up against your own people. Because if you want to stop racism, then that means you got to fight. That means you got to fight racism against your own people. You know what I mean? You don't come around. You don't come around us. The indigenous African people of the planet, and you want to fight against us, and you want to debate us, and you think all because you might be sleeping with somebody that's black, or you might be around somebody that's black, or you might be friends, but for the most part, you still benefiting from white supremacy and white privilege. And every time we start talking about, in the racism, they get very quiet about these things. And I'm sick and tired of that, especially when it comes to you white liberals, because you white liberals, y'all are very racist. And that's where my problem is that every time a black people want to start talking about doing something for themselves, you want to call that being racist and divisive, when at the same time, we cannot be racist. Because we don't have the power, because for one, we don't have the power to control anybody that is Caucasian in this daggone country dealing with racism. That's dealing with prejudice. You feel me? And everybody has a prejudice towards each other against another race, but that's for another subject. But when I'm talking about, y'all keep on saying that there's good white people, but when it comes down to it, I don't want to hear nothing about no daggone, I was out there in the march, or I was out there in the protest, or, somebody like a Bernie Sanders, he marched with Dr. King. You always want to bring up Dr. King, but when it come down to end the racism, I don't hear none of y'all speaking nothing about that. Why? Because you already know that's a part of your privilege. You already know that's a part of, that's pretty much a part of your culture. Because the quote unquote good white people, y'all shield the bad ones. You feel me? And it's kind of hard to tell of who's who and who's who and what's what, because I really want to see, these good white people, because if y'all not really out there trying to stop racism, and you really want to have like true equality, if you really want to have true equality, then that means you're going to fight against racism, not against black people, but you're going to fight racism against your own people. That means you're going to kill the institutions. You're going to kill the mindset. You're going to take away all of these things. That means, for one, you got to change a lot of, that means you got to change for one, you got to destroy the whole entire damn system. That's number one. You got to change the laws. You got to kill the institutions. And then you got to change the daggone history. But of course, y'all don't want to change that, because that's going to be going against the grain of why you're in power anyway. Because racism means power. It's a power collective dynamic. And as long as you benefiting from that, you don't want to end racism. And that's the reason why I say all of the good white people, you are no different from the bad white people. You come out there in the march and the protests, and then at the same time, you think all because you might speak out against it. Now, mind you, it is nothing wrong with y'all speaking out against systematic racism and oppression. It's nothing wrong with that. But I'm talking about literally destroying the whole entire system of racism and replacing it with a system of justice. That's what I want to see. So until then, When I when I'm talking about the good white people, until you ready to end racism, you been no different from the rest of the bad white people. You feel me? I get sick and tired of y'all, coming I get sick and tired of y'all coming out there talking about all of us are not racist. There's some good white people, but when it comes down to like certain situations and certain things, y'all real quiet on certain things. I don't see nothing about that. And and to me, I don't want to hear nothing about no all lives matter. I don't want to hear anything about, well, there's some good in us when the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said it years ago, there's no good in you. So my thing is this, my thing is this, if there's some good in you, if there's really some good that's going to be in you, I want to see y'all end the whole entire structure of racism, destroy the whole entire infrastructure. If you really want to talk about equality, if you really want to talk about equal freedom, equal justice, equal equality, then I want to see y'all destroy the whole entire system of racism once and for all. And everybody on the planet can have equal freedom, equal justice, equal equality. I don't want to hear shit about, I don't want to keep hearing shit about all of us are not bad. Because until you destroy that whole infrastructure and all of us are equal, I don't want to hear shit nothing about that. Because I get sick and tired of hearing y'all talk about, there's some good white people, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Well, it might be some. If there is some, I need y'all to step your game up. I really need y'all to be visible and not even just be visible. I need y'all to really step your game up, and I really need y'all to be vocal about it, and I need y'all to be out there fighting against racism. Because for one, right about now under this Trump administration, y'all been very quiet when it comes to certain things dealing with racism. What it seems to me is that y'all pretty much on code with the rest of the white supremacists. Or these so-called white supremacists. Because there's nothing supreme about a white supremacist anyway. It's really nothing but white inferiority and white idiocracy. So I don't want to hear that. So this is my message to the good white people. You know what I'm saying? You want to call yourself good? Then I want to see it. But But for the most motherfucking part, I don't want to hear shit, nothing about that. Don't come and tell me that you're good when don't tell me that you're good when you're still holding on to the same ideology as the rest of the bad ones. So, So this is my message to y'all, to the quote unquote good white people. You feel me? So this is my message, to my subscribers and all that. Keep liking and subscribing my channel. And I appreciate the love and I appreciate the support. And this is B Miles coming to you live once again from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. One love once again. Peace.